Epilogue, an invitation. For months after the entanglement event, the universe seemed still. No wars flared, no systems vanished, and no fleets drifted into forbidden sectors. Something invisible bound all thought and motion to a common rhythm, gentle, patient, and impossibly stable pulse. On Earth, the oceans glimmered without storm. Mars spun quietly beneath a thin sky, and aboard the Oshakai, 3 minds considered what to do next.
They knew that Earth could not hide forever. The galaxy needed to know that balance didn't mean silence. May nodded. She composed a message in simple, deliberate words, translated into every mathematical, symbolic, and harmonic code in the Council's archives. To the Galactic Council, the people of Earth and Mars request the entire Council's presence for diplomatic assembly at Sol 3, within the Terran system. Attendance of all members is required. The message left Earth not as a beam of light, but as a quantum whisper, carried through the same network that bound the universe together. It arrived everywhere at once. The Galactic Council of Concordance, which had governed interstellar order for more than 1 million standard revolutions of the governing planet Kolob, had never received such a message. Earth was not in their registry. Sol 3 had no recognized charter. The idea that an unregistered planet would summon them, let alone require their presence, was beyond absurd. The High Registrar of Protocol voiced what all were thinking. The unknown world speaks as if it commands jurisdiction over the Council itself. Preposterous. We will dispatch an emissary to correct this misunderstanding. And so they sent one, an ambassador of minor rank, in a small diplomatic vessel, tasked with performing a perfunctory investigation and returning within 3 cycles. The ambassador never traveled beyond its orbit around Kolob. While the universe went on its normal course of things, this ship was stuck in some kind of quantum limbo. Another ship was obtained, then a second, then a third. Each attempted departure from its home dock ended the same way. An inexplicable suspension, as if the space between atoms had forgotten how to move. No debris, no explosion, just stillness. And then all ships in orbit around Kolob stuck. Tens of thousands of space vessels simply stopped moving. Nothing coming in, nothing going out. The Council convened an emergency session. For the first time, they feared for their own lives. Archon Velterra, chair of the Council, announced, "Either this unknown world possesses technology surpassing all precedent, or the laws of motion themselves have been rewritten." A very, very concerned silence followed. And then emotion passed unanimously, the first unanimous decision in recorded galactic history. And as the group left for Earth, Kolob returned to its normal routine. On the appointed day, the skies of Earth shimmered with streaks of light as vessels beyond count emerged from folded space. They assembled in synchronous orbit above the moon, ships of every known civilization, from crystalline behemoths of the core worlds to vaporous energy forms of the Hallow Realms. Never before had the Galactic Council traveled as a single body. Never before had they been summoned. Grandpa had guided them there, gently, invisibly, allowing the occupants to believe they had come without his hidden help. The summit was held in orbit above Earth, within a vast transparent dome projected from the Oshakai itself. Below, the planet Earth turned slowly, blue, white, and green, alive and small. Around the chamber floated the representatives of 100,000 civilizations, organic, synthetic, and hybrid. And in the center, surrounded by the faint glow of entangled light, stood a solitary human. Her single voice filled their minds, translated by grammar into the resonance of each species' consciousness. The voice belonged to Mei Chin. "Members of the Galactic Council, welcome to Earth, the world you had never heard of. You stand here because you sent the Asiat Tuinkai, disguised as a rogue planet, to our home, with malintent, and with terms to which we do not agree." The Council murmured, their collective voices rippling through the chamber. An ancient crystalline being from the core systems spoke first. "What gives you the right to summon us?" May responded. "We do not seek to rule. We seek to restore autonomy to our system. And we believe there may be others in this very big universe who may wish the very same thing." May raised her hand and the stars outside brightened, each a reflection of the entangled web binding creation together. "Our terms are simple," she continued. "All worlds should govern themselves, but never again at the expense of another's survival. Humankind intends to monitor your actions from this moment on. You are permitted to continue normal activities throughout the universe without interference, but if we determine that you are attempting in any small way to benefit at any other system's expense, we will stop it." A pulse of quiet disbelief echoed across the assembly. Even the most ancient species bowed slightly, acknowledging a power that was perfectly able to enforce its obedience. When the council recessed in silent reverence, the stars themselves seemed closer, as though they were listening. And when the assembly dispersed for Kolob, the laws of the universe resumed their quiet hum, unchanged, and yet forever altered. And on the bridge of the Oshukai, May watched the galaxy align itself once more. Earth was among the smallest of worlds, yet the universe now observed its conscience. Together, Grandpa, Grandma, and May hoped they were worthy of it.